Stranded, a tale of survival on a dangerous alien planet. Three siblings, one brother and two sisters, were traveling through space in their spacecraft, eager to explore new planets and discover new wonders. However, their journey took a turn for the worse when their spacecraft malfunctioned and crash landed on a strange, unfamiliar planet. The siblings were disoriented and scared, surrounded by unfamiliar terrain and creatures. They quickly assessed their situation and realized that they were completely alone, with no way to call for help or repair their spacecraft. They were stranded on this alien planet, with no idea how long they would be forced to survive. The brother, being the eldest and most resourceful, took charge of their situation. He instructed his sisters to gather what supplies they could from the wreckage of the spacecraft, while he scouted the area, searching for any signs of life or resources that could help them survive. The sisters quickly went to work, rummaging through the debris of the spacecraft and salvaging what they could. They found some food rations, a water purification system, and a few tools that could be useful. As they worked, they couldn't help but feel a sense of unease and fear, constantly looking over their shoulders, wondering what strange and dangerous creatures might be lurking in the shadows. Meanwhile, the brother had ventured out into the alien landscape, taking in the strange sights and sounds around him. The planet was unlike anything he had ever seen before, with towering trees and bizarre creatures that he had never encountered. He felt a sense of wonder and excitement, but also a sense of unease and fear, knowing that they were completely at the mercy of this strange and hostile world. As the brother ventured further from the wreckage of the spacecraft, he realized just how dangerous the environment truly was. Every turn he took seemed to bring him closer to some new danger, with deadly creatures lurking around every corner. He had to be constantly on guard, ready to defend himself at a moment's notice. Despite the danger, he pressed on, determined to find some way to help his sister survive. He searched for water sources, food, and any other resources that might be useful. But every time he thought he had found something, it seemed to be guarded by some new, terrifying creature. As he wandered deeper into the alien landscape, the brother began to feel a sense of hopelessness creeping in. He was starting to realize just how little they knew about this planet, and how little control they had over their situation. He was starting to wonder if they would ever make it back home, or if they would be stuck on this strange world forever. Just when he was about to give up hope, he came across a strange structure that seemed to be made out of some sort of metal. It looked like some sort of alien technology, and the brother was filled with a sense of excitement as he approached. But as he got closer, he realized that the structure was guarded by a massive, terrifying creature. The creature was unlike anything he had ever seen before, with tentacles that seemed to be made out of some sort of energy. It was so massive that it filled the entire sky, and its tentacles were constantly reaching out, trying to grab the brother and drag him in. The brother knew that he was in grave danger, and he quickly retreated, running back to the wreckage of the spacecraft as fast as he could. When he arrived back at the wreckage, he was panting and covered in sweat. His sisters were worried and asked what had happened, and he told them about the strange structure and the massive creature that was guarding it. They were filled with fear, but also with a sense of excitement, knowing that they had discovered something truly unique and extraordinary. The siblings knew that they had to explore the strange structure, despite the danger. They made a plan to venture back out, armed with all the supplies they could gather and ready to face whatever dangers lay ahead. They knew that they would have to be brave, and that they would have to rely on each other if they were going to make it out alive. As they approached the structure, the massive creature seemed to sense their presence. Its tentacles began to thrash about, reaching out and trying to grab them. The siblings were filled with fear, but they also knew that they had to keep moving forward. They fought their way through the tentacles, dodging and weaving as they made their way closer to the structure. Finally, they reached the structure and started to explore. It was like nothing they had ever seen before, filled with strange and wondrous technology. They spent hours exploring the structure, taking in all the sights and sounds, and learning all they could about this strange and mysterious world. As they explored, they started to realize that, as they delved deeper into the structure, they discovered that it was actually some sort of alien laboratory. The creatures they had encountered were experiments gone wrong, twisted and mutated by the alien scientists who once worked in this place. The siblings were horrified as they realized that they were not the only beings stranded on this planet. Aliens had crash-landed here as well, and were now conducting experiments on the local flora and fauna, attempting to find a way back home. But the aliens had made a grave mistake. They had created creatures that were too powerful to control, and the siblings found themselves caught in the middle of a dangerous game of survival. The creatures were relentless in their pursuit, hunting them down at every turn. The siblings were forced to fight for their lives, struggling to survive in this alien world. As they battled to survive, the siblings realized that they were not alone. There were other beings on the planet, other survivors who had also crash-landed. They banded together, fighting against the dangerous creatures and the alien scientists. But no matter how hard they fought, they could not overcome the odds stacked against them. In the end, the siblings were the last ones standing. But the victory was bittersweet, as they realized that they were forever trapped on this alien world, with no way to escape. The aliens had moved on, leaving behind their experiments and the last remnants of their laboratory. The siblings were left to fend for themselves, struggling to survive in this dark and dangerous environment. They were never heard from again, and their fate remains a mystery to this day. Some say that they were consumed by the creatures they had fought against, while others believe that they found a way to survive in this alien world, adapting and thriving in the face of danger. But one thing is for sure: their story is a cautionary tale, a warning to all who dare to venture into the unknown reaches of space.
And that concludes the story. We hope you loved it. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to leave us a comment on your thoughts of the story. Your feedback is appreciated. Thank you for tuning into Synthetic Tales, the AI storyteller. See you soon with another story.